Hey there guys, Erin here again, another What I Eat in a Day Wednesday. Today I'm going to be showing you guys two pretty simple, easy to make, but completely nutritious keto recipes for what you could be eating on keto and getting a lot of your nutrients in. That is my primary focus. I'm also going to be showing you kind of two creative ways that I add hemp seeds, which are one of the most nutrient dense seeds out there, to my diet. If you aren't able to get your hands on hemp seeds, you could always try chia seeds or sesame seeds as a replacement. There is a decent amount of nutrients within those two as well, but it will vary percentage-wise based on the type of seed you use. I'm also going to be running out here in a second before I have lunch and doing a very quick grocery haul. I was unable to go grocery shopping this weekend, and so I'm going to be short this week for total groceries that I need. This is by no means a full grocery haul for me. This is more like 3-4 days worth of groceries, and then I'm also supplementing in things that I already have in my pantry or within my fridge that, you know, will work for the rest of the week as far as, you know, what it is I need to eat on keto. I did do some rather lengthy what's in my pantry, what's in my fridge, what's in my freezer videos, and if you guys want me to, I can redo those videos. I could probably do all three of those sections in less than 15 minutes in a video because I've just gotten better at making videos than I was when I first started out. So if you want me to do that, let me know, comment below, and I'd be more than happy to. Otherwise, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I will show you guys what it is I buy, and then after that, I will show you guys what it is I end up eating for lunch. So I went grocery shopping, and this is what I would call a very quick keto haul. Yeah, you can have strawberries in a second, baby, okay? So I bought some strawberries. I will probably only have like 1 or 2 of these. Most of these are gonna go to my kids. I stocked up on another thing of Kerrygold butter. I got a zucchini, and then I bought some more 80/20 ground beef, some stew meat. I like buying stew meat because it's cheap. This was like $6.99, and this was like $6.99, but like the quality of the meat is going to be different, and I can take this and put it in either my Instant Pot or put it in my crock pot and cook it, and it will get soft and tender, and it will taste kind of like miniature steak bites, but at a fraction of the cost, especially when it is a grass-fed meat. So this is just my kind of hack for buying cheaper grass-fed meat. I bought these cheese, and this is actually for my kids, so that's not for me. For us, I did buy some more of this goat's Gouda cheese. This is like my favorite cheese. I also bought some more bacon. I also bought more baby spinach, more broccoli slaw. I bought some chicken thighs, and then I got some local eggs. These are again from ones that are able to go outside. You know, they're not just cage free, but they get out and about, and then they eat kind of worms and different things. And then my husband can't have regular cheese, but I will occasionally buy things like Whisps for myself. This is what I get when I go to a generic grocery store or regular grocery store change, as opposed to going to like a co-op or a farmer's market. I also bought some romaine leaves. I'm gonna take this later on in the week with some of this ground beef, make it into burgers, put the cheese on top, wrap it in a lettuce bun. I'll probably do a broccoli slaw, coleslaw on the side. With the zucchini, I will probably cut this up and cook it with some eggs, with some cheese. And that's kind of a typical meal when I'm trying to sneak things like this in. Otherwise, I will also fry these. I like to fry and bread these sometimes, and then make like a mayo dipping sauce. So yeah, this is a very minor, but what I often will buy if I just need groceries for a couple days to get by. So these are kind of my kitchen staples. Okay, so I've got a bowl of some lettuce, and it is this sweet kale chopped salad. I buy these kits, but then I just throw the dressing and everything away and just use the salads because you will usually get a good mix of different lettuce types. So this has like kale, and it's got cabbage in it, and it's got both red and regular cabbage, and then it's got some like iceberg lettuce, but it's very pretty. And then on top of that, I'm gonna be putting this unpretty mix, but this is essentially 1 can of tuna, 1 tablespoon of grated ginger, some wasabi paste, and about 2.5 tablespoons of avocado oil mayonnaise, and then a few little bits of bacon. So I used this brand's natural uncured bacon bits. I then used the Ginger People's grated ginger for the ginger in it, so I didn't have to grate my own. And then I used Sonic Sushi's real wasabi powder for the wasabi flavor. I buy this at my grocery store as well. I used this Chosen Foods avocado oil mayonnaise. Yeah, I use this pretty much every day. So I showed hemp seeds in my last What I Eat in a Day, and they are truly the most nutritious seed out there. You can see, I mean, you're gonna get 20% of your iron, 8% of your potassium. You're gonna get some of your B6s. You get folate from this, which is very different than folic acid. Folic acid is synthetic, folate is the natural form. So that is the real form. That's the same as what you would get from like green leafy vegetables for folate. And you do get some phosphorus. You get your magnesium, 45% in just 3 tablespoons. And then as you can see, you also get 100% of your daily manganese, and then your zinc, about 25% of that. Good source of omega-3s and 6s. And then let's check out these carbs. So when you get all that, you are getting 1 carb and 1 fiber. Actually, this math is kind of interesting. I'm just gonna call this, what this is probably, when you see something like this, what you're getting is like 0.6 grams of fiber and maybe 0.6 grams of sugar, and they have to round up. So in total, there's probably 1.2 carbs, which is less than the 1.5. So when it's under that, they're able to call it just 1. So when you see kind of math that works out that way, that's what they're doing. These are probably less than 1, but more than a half, so they get rounded up. So this is, for me, a very nutrient dense, but still completely 100% keto meal that I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy. So it's now time to make dinner, and dinner for me tonight is going to be using a ½ pound of leftover ground beef that I had from last night's dinner. Last night I had made kind of a baked spaghetti alternative. I made it with cauliflower rice and it was super tasty, but I didn't use all that meat, and so I need to use that up today. So I'm not gonna be actually using the meat that I bought today from the grocery store. That will just be used in meals as I go through the week. But I am going to be making, I think, something Asian style. That's what I'm craving. I really want takeout food right now, and so I'm gonna create something that is nutritious and that satisfies my cravings for those things. All right, so I took my ½ pound of ground hamburger and I put it in a kind of large size frying pan, broke it up. I've got it on medium heat and I just allowed it to kind of brown on its own. While it was browning, I made my Asian inspired sauce. So to make this keto friendly, I just took 2 tablespoons of avocado oil and mixed in 2 tablespoons of liquid aminos in order to kind of get that soy sauce flavor. I just like liquid aminos better than soy sauce at this point. I then also took a tablespoon of this Ginger People's ginger sesame sauce. This just gives it a little bit more kick, and this one has like 1 carb per tablespoon. What you want to do is, if you're going to try to make an Asian sauce, just look for ones that are low carb and then just add in, like I did, oil or something like liquid aminos in order to make it a little bit more keto friendly. So once the hamburger was browned, I added in my riced cauliflower. I like this one from Cascadia Farms because they don't add water when they freeze it. So when I put it in a pan frozen like this, there's no extra water. It's just plain cauliflower rice, and it's doesn't make the dish wet. I cooked this again on medium heat for about 5 to 7 minutes in order for the cauliflower rice to completely kind of de-thaw and get warm. I then added in my sauce and then just allowed it to cook for about another minute. So once the sauce was warm, I added in a tablespoon of some ginger paste. I like this one because it doesn't actually have any kind of added sugar or preservatives. There are ones out there that do, so you just want to look for the ones that don't. And then once that was fully heated, I added in about 6 cut up like in slices Brussels sprouts in order to add some additional nutritional value. And so while that was cooking, I made some wasabi paste with that same wasabi paste that I used earlier in my lunch. Plated everything between my husband and myself, so this serving is 2 servings. So if you are just making this for yourself, you can go ahead and just save it for lunch the next day. This saves very well in order to add more ginger flavor because I am obsessed with that flavor and I like the anti-inflammatory benefits that ginger gives me. I added about a half a tablespoon of that grated ginger, and then I also added in another tablespoon of hemp seeds. I just want to show you guys different ways that you can add something in, so that way if you buy a big bag of hemp seeds, you've got multiple recipes and multiple ways to add it in. And like I said before earlier in the video, if you don't have hemp seeds, you could always use sesame seeds as an alternative, so I'm showing you both in this recipe. So another great nutritious meal on keto. It's full of fat from both the seeds as well as the 80-20 ground beef, and then that additional avocado oil that I added. You're also getting, vitamin C from the Brussels sprouts as well as from the cauliflower rice, and then again, all of those nutrients that you can find in hemp seeds. Like I said, very nutritious, and this just kind of well-rounded me out for my macros for the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this full day of eating and that it gives you at least a couple recipes or maybe some meal inspiration for you as you go forward on your own ketogenic diet journey. If you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!